Yes.
threes, man.
He was giving it his all. 9 points, won't even halfway of the first quarter. He was on his way to a big game. I believe if he wouldn't have got hurt, I believe they could have pulled it out.
Yeah. I think they lost their will a little bit. That hurt them seeing him go down like that.
Yeah.
I truly believe that, man. But
Yep.
you already know what it is, bro. What to do, what the business is, man, on this hot day, this hot Tuesday. All around the globe, to be honest with you, man, it's hot out here, man. MPR, yo. We switching gears today, yo. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we don't do this. We're gonna do it, I mean, even more than how we do it and what we do. But let's get into some of this NBA talk today, man. This NBA, the trades going down. I don't know if you guys just seen it. Brooklyn, Atlanta, and the Nets just did a 3-team deal or trade with Porzingis going to the Hawks. So that's, you know what I'm saying, for
Can
a couple
you break
of draft
that down for me? I didn't get that.
Yeah, it just broke. Matter of fact, when me and Cool logged in, it just
they
broke.
got
They shipped his ass on out of here.
They got a 3-teamer with Brooklyn. Terrence Mann and somebody else going to.
The Clippers let Terrence Mann go.
No, Terrence Mann was with
They traded him.
Yeah, Terrence Mann was already with what's face with
the Hawks.
Atlanta. Yeah, he was with the Hawks. So they traded
going to the Nets.
Celtics sent Atlanta to Celtics sent Porzingis to Atlanta, and Atlanta sent Terrence Mann and somebody else to Brooklyn, and I forgot who Brooklyn sent to. Brooklyn sent somebody else to.
George Ningas, if I'm saying his name, probably chopping it up, butchering it, but Niang and a second rounder to the
You're talking about George Niang,
Niang, yeah. And like me and Cool was just discussing too before everybody popped on, man. A lot of teams is floating around. A lot of teams calling about Jaylen Brown. So the Celtics probably ain't done. I don't know how that's gonna work out or whatnot, but I like it. Trade season is here.
The thing about the Celtics is they just sold the team, and the reason the ownership sold the team is because the payroll for the players was so high. What they really wanted to do was to go back to back to justify that increasingly the largest payroll in the NBA. You got to think about it. Jaylen Brown was it was the highest paid the last 2 years in the NBA. And then Tatum just got his contract, which kicks in next year. He's going to be the highest paid. So that's the two highest paid players in the NBA on the same team.
On the same team.
Contracts. Those other contracts, even though they ain't the highest paid, but they add up.
And even though you say that, and that's just the top of the heap, because Drew Holiday was still $100 million deal over the course of his 4 years. They gave Derrick Brown, I think they gave Derrick Brown $95 million. They gave
close to 100. You might as well say 100.
Or Derrick White, Derrick White. They gave him 100. Porzingis was still highly paid from his last, deal. They didn't give him a contract, but he was still highly paid from his last deal that he had. So their whole starting lineup was $1 billion. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of bread, bro. That's a lot of bread, yeah. And look, I look at my Lakers selling the team, virtually trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like pay them players and be in position to get other players like that. But that's a lot of money, yo. Especially like you said, Cup just there from two of your star players. Like, getting those big contracts like that, man. So, yeah, man, Celtics been moving like you just stated. Drew Holiday going to the Portland Trail Blazers. 4 hours ago, I didn't even see this with CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk and a future second round pick going to the Washington Wizards for Jordan Poole. So, the trades are going down, man. They're definitely going down.
Also, the Lake Show is rumored to be in
Bam Bam.
Yeah. The services of Bam Bam.
I'll take them.
Lakers
yes,
going.
Sir.
Oh man, if they get banned from the Miami Heat,
that's a great.
Man, if the Lakers got Luka, LeBron on his last hoorah, and Bam is that lob threat Luka needs to be, 100% effective. That's what Luka was really missing.
Yeah. That's what the Lakers
to
was
help
missing.
this game out.
We needed a center.
Yeah, we need a big man bad, bro.
And Bam can block shots and be the lob threat they need. Oh man, the Lakers sold their team for $10 million.
$10 billion.
Tell me,
Yeah,
excuse me.
deal. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
stand correct. Excuse me. 10 billion. The Celtics went for 6 billion. These franchises are raking in the dough.
It's
they
nuts,
are,
man.
man.
Nuts.
They are, bro. I mean, it's crazy, man. Speaking of trades, man, I gotta get. Hey, if it's one trade that I gotta talk about, man, I gotta talk about this journeyman right here, bro. Like, you guys already should know who I'm talking about. KD, man. If you look at the picture right here, man, I put together this like, I mean, 5 teams, man. Like, ah. Is it chasing rings at this point? Like, do he still have the love of basketball in him or what, man? Because from my understanding, he found out when he was live on somebody else's podcast. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And he
He
just
was
felt like he
actually
felt.
at a Fanatics event.
Yeah, that's
He's
Jay
doing
Z's joint.
his
Hmm.
his company raw not raw Boardroom was doing a sponsorship with Fanatics. He was up there with a homegirl. What's homegirl?
I
The
can't think of her name.
man. But
Yeah, I can
yeah,
see
he
her
was up
face
there
right there.
he was doing an interview with her or whatever. But to your point though about this, man, this is the one time that, I mean, can you call like KD somewhat of a martyr or a somewhat of that? Yeah, but in this case, the Phoenix Suns are also a team that supposedly ownership is in the market to try and move off or get off of minority sell majority stake supposedly.
Yeah,
Um, and they just got dysfunction. Every time you listen to anything about them over the years, it's just always dysfunction within the franchise. Plus, uh, he's gonna cost to keep, and
fact.
contract coming up, so it's gonna cost to keep him. So, and obviously they don't want to have a situation like Boston, but you got Devin Booker, KD, Bradley Beal, all these dudes swallowing up so much of the cap, and you not making the playoffs. So I mean, in this case, this was actually a good move, I would say, for the Phoenix Suns. It's yet to see what I think about this for the Rockets, but I think this is actually a good move for the Suns because you weren't going anywhere with him, and you got a big ass contract and a superstar that is polarizing. That why don't you move him somewhere else? Let him go compete for a championship and whatever. You know what I mean? I know what the word
Yeah,
is on KD. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm also not a hater either because I understand that if the teams had it their way, they would do this to him. You know what I mean? He
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be you want his services because he's uh, as good as he is. And if he's available for his services and he want to go play where he want to go play, that's his choice.
Yeah, fact.
I just disagree with some of his choices that he played in, but uh, nonetheless, but I mean, I think it's yet to be seen. I wanna kind of just let this sizzle for a minute because it seemed like it's real good, but it's got a couple of there's some chinks in the armor. So I don't know. I don't know. I
Hey,
think there's a lot to be said too about the fact that Jalen Green, some of the personal stuff that he might have had going on with
mhm.
his child's mother and some of their little whatever drama. And did the Rockets want to deal with that? Did they feel like he wasn't focused, whatever the case is, and then he kind of came up lame in the playoffs? So you know,
Yeah,
interesting, man.
yeah, yeah. Definitely interest. Couple of Marquise, y'all got any takes on KD, man? 2-time champion with the Golden State Warriors. Finals MVP and all of that good stuff. But it seems like he's really turned into a journeyman.
You
You know
got
what
the
I'm
floor, Marquise.
Uh, me, personally, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, he got traded. Ain't much he could really do about that. It ain't like
saying?
he chose to go there. So it's like KD is still KD, man. I don't care what nobody say. That man's still cold when it comes to dribbling the basketball.
Right,
Man, the Rockets gave up what they gave up for a reason. KD can still get the job done. I mean, does this make the Rockets better? Yeah, but in the long run, this might come back to bite him in the, you know what? Because I mean, KD, he older. You know what? You got maybe 2-3 years max from KD playing at a crazy level like this. Outside of that, it's like, what is your game plan then?
yeah. Facts, big facts. I agree with that, man. Cup, you got anything before closing on KD?
Yes, I do. I
Let's
do.
get it.
I agree with Cool on that one choice when he joined the Golden State Warriors after just facing them in the conference finals. Like You got you couldn't beat them, so you joined them. That seemed like a chicken move to me. Um, I can see him in another jersey there too. I see you got 5 teams, even though some consider it the same team, but it's a different jersey. He played for Seattle also as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Seattle wouldn't say it's the same team. The people there. um,
Not at all.
Also, I agree with Mark. I agree with Marquise. I think this does make the Rockets better. Um, because they needed a veteran presence. They got Sagoon, who's basically an all-star to me, the big center they got,
Yeah.
Sagoon. And that take alleviates pressure from KD playing so much down low because he's a beast down there. Uh, he got Jabari Smith backing him up. Jabari can learn a thing or two from KD. He's 6'11 with a killer three-point shot. Um, and they did give away, one of their basically their primary ball handler, but they do have Van Fleet, who came
Mm-hmm.
off the bench until the playoffs. Well, after game one, he started, I believe. But they can go and get a tantalizing guard because if I believe could truly the NBA draft lottery is tomorrow, first round, second round Thursday. But they can go get a tantalizing guard out the draft. They still got their pick.
Yeah. Dallas getting Cooper on Cooper Flat.
Absolutely. This is the
I
Cooper.
think so too.
This was the Cooper flag sweepstakes, and
Yeah.
Dallas won it. And that's a conspiracy, if you ask me. But
Hey, we can ramble on so much about that. That's crazy, bro. You lose Luca in the same year you get the top draft lottery pick. Like,
you
bro.
replace Luka with Cooper. Wow.
Hey, that bring me to my point, like conspiracy, because I'm like, I remember when Cleveland just could not get the first round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like they was getting it back to back to back, bro, building that team around Brian, man. Hey,
Yeah.
but it's crazy, bro. So it's so many trades that's going on and stuff like that, and it's gonna be going on throughout the summer. I like the Desmond Bain move to Orlando. I think that's big.
Yeah.
I did hear that Katie. Speaking of Katie, I did hear that he really wanted to play with the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? If anybody traded him, I thought that would have been a big move. You know what I'm saying? Going down there and playing for the Heaters. But there's so many other trades and stuff that's going on, man. We just gotta wait and see. Like, yeah, man, dope shit going on, man, for the summertime, including football about to turn right around, man. So, yeah, man, y'all check your stuff like I do, man. I'm always on X, man. I see Shams always, break that news for us or whatnot, man. Hey, but let's get first and foremost, congratulations to the small market man, OKC Thunder, winning their first title, beating the Indiana Pacers this past Sunday. Some people want to put an asterisk around this championship because they saying that Indiana lost their star player first quarter. He was doing this thing, but hey, man, you can't take nothing away from the young boys, man. They showed up. They still had to play the full game. They showed up and they delivered. They did what they were supposed to do, man. They definitely did. And I did have a stat right here. Let me see if I can find this right, man. SGA, man, Gilgis Alexandra, bro. Like superstar already, superstar in the making. How y'all feel?
He got the MVP, so you want to call him a superstar. The man, he did his thing this year. MVP, NBA title.
Yeah,
He did
all
his thing.
star. So yeah, here it is right here.
I
So
had,
the 2024-25 season, all star, first team all NBA, scoring champ, MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Finals MVP. Like that's a lot of accolades for one season. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Bona fide superstar, brother.
bona fide superstar.
That man is
Yeah.
a bona fide superstar, man. He walked into any arena throughout this playoffs, and he was dropping 30 easy. Anytime, and it didn't matter the moment. It seemed like it. It seemed like for moments of this last game, after Halliburton went out, he was really the only one that was kind of like playing under control. That wasn't like it wasn't. He wasn't getting too like excited or scared of the moment. So,
Yeah.
like you said, man, uh, MVP of the regular season. What did they have? I think they had 68 wins or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
you know what I mean? He carried them throughout the playoffs, carried them through the finals. Finals MVP, man. That's That's one of the best seasons that you'll ever see anybody in this league have, and he's still young enough to do it again. So
Yeah.
hats off to the young man.
That's
Yeah,
my
and what's so dope, man? My ex Laker, Alex Caruso, man, he said, "Yo, you can't call my championship a bubble championship anymore because I got another one to add to the repertoire." You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's big time, man.
Ex
All of
Bulls
them, man.
too.
Yeah, definitely the ex boy, man. I look how that team's so young, man, bro. They can run it back that season if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like one of those situations where you lose one of those veteran players. Like, yo, they genuinely got all young ballers on their team, like all of them, man. And I think that's what gave them the edge this season. To be honest with you, I
Hey,
really do.
who came about? The reason I think they could run it back, man. The man Jay Williams, man, ball, man.
Yeah,
He's stepping his game up. He came out. All of this because they traded Paul George and got
yep.
hey, I
Way
seen.
y'all P.
He the real playoff P, yo. I seen a joint with an owner, OKC owner, matter of fact, man. He started from when of course you had the big three and James Harden, Westbrook, and KD, right? And then
Mhm.
when they started making those moves, what they got for who they got for, and then it was just going down the line to this point, this moment in time right here. Like they actually was building this championship team a long time ago, man. Like right before our eyes, yo. Like
Yeah,
literally right before our eyes, man. Like it's so crazy, bro. Because I almost forget that they had Paul George.
Yeah,
Almost forget that they had
y'all
Paul George.
play y'all P.
And
Paul
speaking of
George.
Paul George, that's
Yeah.
your boy Cup. Like 76ers need to I think they should make a move, yo. I really think they should make a move,
Y'all
man.
And
get rid of MB.
well, you can't get rid of Embiid. He's too injured and the contract's too big. But who we can get rid of, and since KD got traded, Bill said he will release his no trade clause.
People want to
Only
waive it,
two
yeah.
players in the NBA have a no trade clause: LeBron James and Bradley Bill. And Bill said he'll release his. I hope they trade him for PG. PG
Yeah.
13 can go to the West Coast. That's where he want to be anyway.
Not
I
to the
take
purple and
Bill.
gold, though. Not to the purple and gold. No way.
Yeah, I don't want them.
Bill, he can go to Phoenix and let Bill come play with Maxie. I love that. Bill's 4 years younger too.
Bill don't be on the court.
He's injury prone too, but he's
He
4 years
don't be.
younger. I
He
think.
don't. It don't matter how young he is. He don't be on the court at
Cool,
all.
cool, cool. You taking them with the Bulls?
That street
If that
clothes Bill.
who was that? Who used to taking who with the Bulls?
PG
Bradley Bill.
13.
Oh, PG-13.
No. I mean, it would be more the same of what we already got. Going nowhere, going nowhere fast. Going
Nowhere
nowhere
fast.
fast with a bigger contract. So no,
Nowhere faster. You be going nowhere faster.
nah.
Stealing money.
Same place we in now.
Just stealing money, yo.
Yeah, play y'all P to stick to them podcasts.
Hey, and he do a great job at it. You know what I'm saying? That might be something in his future, to be honest with you. Seriously, bro. But yeah, man. That's another story for another day, man. Definitely another story for another day, yeah. Hey, speaking of Hollybird, man, like the Indiana Pacers on, I call him Hollybird. You know what I'm saying? Like it just sounds better to me. But yeah, man, Ty went down, man. So we gotta. I mean, it's inevitable. It's like the elephant in the room, man. Like what is up with these Achilles injuries? Like, I mean, what is it, man? Like, what is it? You told me to define your boy Agent Zero, the
And
kick this segment off, right?
yes, because it is so ironic that everybody in the playoffs, I'm not talking all season, just in the playoffs, everybody that wore the jersey number 0 tore an Achilles. And they
Man,
all came from the East, starting off with Dame Lillard in the first round, Tatum in the second round, and then Halliburton in the finals. All number 0. Yeah.
all number 0. And to
The
be honest
curse
with you,
of
too,
0 is in
yeah,
effect.
yeah, and not taking away from that I call it conspiracy theory, but a lot of these players, man, that I've seen. I actually went through every photo that I could possibly find of NBA players tearing their Achilles. None of them had on high tops, mid tops, or nothing. All lows, bro. Kobe had on lows. Like we could go down the list, like all low top shoes, man.
What if I
I
tell
feel like
you?
KD had low.
What if I tell you the shoes
Yeah.
ain't have nothing to do with it?
I mean, I can roll with that. I can roll with
Because
it.
if you think about it, most of these players had already had lower leg injuries. Halliburton, he
Specifically
had
a
the
calf
strained
injury.
calf. It was
Yep.
there all along. It was there. And all he did was stress it out. And that causes the Achilles to all that is connected together.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
connected.
At this
And then it's
point,
like
if we ain't learned one thing, do not play with a calf strain. I mean,
at all.
I guess I understand the mentality of it's game 7. I mean, I get it. It's game 7 of the finals. I understand the mentality. You one shot for it all. If you don't play, you always gonna have regrets or have doubt or second guess yourself. I understand it, but at this point, we can go back further. KD was the same thing in the
Yes.
with the
Mhm.
Golden State
Yeah. I would go break
played
that up.
through a calf strain. Played through a calf strain. He made it through one game. The next game, he blew out his Achilles. Blew out his
Same
Achilles.
with Halliburton. Yep.
Uh, uh, when um
Kobe.
when Kawhi Leonard was leaving San Antonio, remember what he originally they said he had a thigh bruise. His
Mhm.
people and his
Yep.
people said he had a calf strain, and he didn't
Mhm.
want to play through it for this exact reason. So, um, yeah, I mean, we got enough science and enough data by now as far as young players out there that's coming up. Anybody that's like currently in the league, that's the one where, and I mean, with Halliburton, I guess I just can't beat him up for that. That's game 7.
Yeah.
You gonna try to gut it out through game 7 of the finals. You
Nice.
ain't no way you're not gonna play. I can't beat him up, but other players that's
He had a famous quote too. If I can walk, I'm gonna play.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
And that's kind of what you're supposed to do, especially as the leader, the highest paid player on the team, the all-star on the team. Like I mean, I can't beat them up for that. But moving forward, man, I think we got enough data now that players need to protect themselves when it comes to these calf strains, man.
Yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
you gotta you gotta protect because an Achilles dog is career. It could be career ending. Achilles ended Dan Marino's career. Achilles
Mm-hmm.
basically ended Kobe's career. I mean, he did come
Yeah.
back and play, but y'all know what
John Wall.
John Wall, like this, that's a career. I mean, hell, like Aaron Rodgers the season before last, like
Hey, if I'm
that's a
not
career.
mistaken, Billups was the first one, won't he? Not gonna say the
Chauncey
first
Billups.
one. Chauncey Billups was. I can remember like he was one of the first ones when I started hearing about these Achilles tearing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk
Came back,
Cousins
but he
looked
was
like trash
starting
ever since he tore his Achilles. Like I mean,
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, like it's. I mean, that's the injury dog that is. Because if you really break down the tendon, I mean, on some doctor science, what they was talking about it on, like it's literally your Achilles is like this big, like this
And it's
big
like
and this skinny. It's nothing.
a
Like
rubber
it's
band.
nothing. And you talking about a dude like Tatum is 6'9", 230, I guess, 220. Like you
Yeah.
on something this damn big. So I mean, that's the one, man. You can't play with that one. You cannot
Yeah.
play with that calf strain,
And
dog.
they also said that it's worse when they gotta because it when it pops it rolls up. Some people Achilles rolls up with that tendon like a rubber band, and they was like that's the worst when they got to go up your calf and pull that joint down and try to attach it like that. Yeah, man. But hey, he wasn't the only one either. Isaiah Jackson was another teammate for the Pacers that tore his Achilles this year. You had James Wiseman, DeJounte Murray, tore his Achilles this year. Drew Smith, like you said, Jason Tatum, Damon Lillard, Ty Halliburton, and yeah, man, the list goes on for that, man. The list goes on. So that's what 6 to 8 players just this season up out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. It's definitely crazy. And like we were saying earlier in the show, the NBA finals like went to game 7. It's so late in the summertime, man. Like he might not come back next season. You
I
know,
doubt it.
gotta have that, he already had the surgery or whatnot, but you definitely gotta let it heal and you definitely gotta go through rehab and get that strength back in that leg. and hope you don't re-tear it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do nothing that, further increases that or whatnot. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's definitely one, you could call it a conspiracy theory or anything like that. And I heard you said something too, Marquise. Should they shorten the season up?
No,
I
no,
know a lot of people talking about it.
no. It
I think
just
so either.
it's to the point where it's like the most of these. I can't call them kids, but these men got so many miles on them by the time they get to the NBA, starting from AAU, and now the basketball circuit is crazy nowadays. So now by the time they actually get to the pros, their body is basically worn out because you got to think they're playing through injuries when they're younger. And the AAU coaches, most of them don't care for them. It's all about the name, the brand, what's on the front of your chest type thing. Like a lot of these kids were failed growing up. That's why their bodies are now showing signs in their later 20s. Like actually, Dame is probably the oldest person on this list. And it's like, that's the wildest thing about it. And it's like, Tatum should not be talking about his Achilles at 26, 27. Halliburton should not be doing this. But because the kids, I honestly, this is what I feel is the issue with what's going on. The parents have taken over and hijacked the sport. And now it's all about making a name for yourself, a bucket, a bucket, a bucket. The whole
Hmm.
team aspect of the game has gone. It's like the team was able to allow the superstar to live a little longer. Their shine was their star shined a little bit brighter, a little longer back then because it was a team sport. They, you would never hear a player talk about the day where the ball moved faster than the player. That's one of the first things you talk when you play basketball. Pass the ball. It moves faster than you can.
It does.
Yeah, but
Nowadays it's more ISO. I'm gonna take you to the bucket. I don't care if we win or lose, as long as I get mine. You could tell that's the mentality with a lot of this. The Celtics got that mentality a lot of their games. When you see them chucking up 40, 50 threes in the game, like, dog, what type of game is this now? Like now it's
Yeah.
starting to show. Like, no, don't shorten the season. You had Dr. J and them were playing the Converses made of leather. I mean, some of the flimsiest materials you could think of. How many times you
Yeah.
heard about so many players turn their Achilles in one playoff stretch like this? You haven't.
Yeah.
And the science and the sports and the medicine and everything was nowhere near what it is today. You got all this technology to help you be healthy. Why are we shortening the season then? If anything, it should be getting longer because
I
that means they saying the athletes today are better, they're more explosive. So that means you can play more. But of course they can't because of how the they're treated as youth. So now you're starting to see this cycle, and this ain't gonna be the end. It's only gonna get worse until it got
that
to get
that
fixed from
is
there first.
That is a great point you just made about
Yeah.
the overusage as a youth, because you see this in baseball with the Tommy John surgery
Yep.
because of the
Hmm.
traveling baseball as
Hmm.
young kids, and
Yep.
now with the AAU into the basketball, they're playing more. So it's the usage, it's overusage. They think their bodies can take it as they're young, but once they get older, it starts to catch up with them, and it's
Mhm.
happening a lot. Like back in the day, like you were saying, Dr. J and them didn't have AAU. Back in the day, they didn't have all this travel baseball where you see a Tommy John surgery, so many of them every year. Look at old Tiny,
Mhm.
he plays,
Yeah.
you know, and these guys, their bodies is taking a toll on them. Yeah, that's a
Yep.
great point you made.
I want to be. Everything you said is 1,000. You hit the nail on the head on everything you said. I just want to really be. If you want to just be specific to these for what we've seen recently, I don't
Mhm.
know about DeJounte Murray, but I mean, most of these guys that we've seen, they've dealt with a calf strain when it
Mhm.
Yeah.
come before they had their Achilles hit. So I think the medical side of it, pardon me, is holding up just as much as Marquis said, as the wear and tear on the body is. Absolutely, that's 1,000% fact. But I just think that these team doctors, if we know the severity of a strain beforehand, we need to start protecting these players more.
Mhm.
Unless it's like, I mean, Halliburton, that's a once in a life. We probably will never see another guy where he has to play through some have to gut through an industry in a game 7 like that and tear his kid. Like, I don't know if we'll ever see that again. But everybody else, I bet you, if even if it wasn't reported some of these I think some of these team evaluators and these team doctors are not doing right by these dudes, telling them that they're able to play on these strains when you really shouldn't be playing. And we know how that goes. The team, I
And
mean,
that's coming from their superior that write their check.
you know what I'm saying? You know how that go, man. The team doctor works for the team, and so I mean, yeah, I just think that like Marquis said, wear and tear on the body and the science of it, where it's like, dog, if we have to protect, we got to figure out these strains earlier, and we got to have it reported. I guarantee if you go check DeJounte Murray or whoever, and some of them other dudes you named, commish, like, I bet you they were dealing with a strain. Even if the team didn't report it, they were dealing with a strain beforehand. Because it's just so, like you said, somebody 20-some years old in a non-contact sport to just pop an Achilles. Yeah, it can happen. Absolutely, it can happen to anybody. But I mean, it happened to Kobe. It happened to Kobe after 18 seasons. He was I think like his 17th, 18th year. Like he wasn't 25, 26 years old. So I mean, yeah, dog.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, man, a little fun fact right here. No, I actually want to turn this into a trivia before we get up out of here, man. Because these great topics, definitely great topics, man, and the takes that y'all have, man.
I love
actually
trivia.
want to. I actually want to turn this into a trivia, man. I actually want to turn this into a trivia. So look, hold on. Let me bring this up first. Let me explain. Let me explain why I'm bringing this up. So listen to this. Listen to this. Right. This player. This player, he's a big man. I'm gonna just say that. This player played in games that Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, Damian Lillard tore his Achilles, Klay Thompson tore his ACL. Uh, just recently, Halliburton tore his Achilles, and Victor, how you say his name?
Oladipo.
Yeah, Oladipo. I always get it right. He played in the game when he had his calf tear. Who is this player?
Big man.
Yep. That's the only hint I'm gonna give you until you. Who is this player?
It won't Giannis.
He played in the game, or he
When you
was
say big man, you're not including a small forward, right?
It could be. It could be.
Wait. You said he played in the game, or he on the team?
He played in these games where each of those players got injured.
Oh, it was Giannis. No, it won't Giannis because Giannis won't end this last game.
I know who it was. I can't say his name. He's the guy with the diamonds in his teeth, and he's like a black belt. He played for Indiana.
Oh, James Johnson.
James Johnson.
No. Hey, that's y'all final answer?
Hold on, let me see. Let me see who's on.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all some more. In 2019, he won an NBA championship with the Toronto Raptors.
Pascal Siakam.
Yep, got it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So he was actually on the court, like I said, when Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, Damian Lillard tore his, Klay Thompson tore his ACL, and Tyler tore his Achilles, and then Victor.
Because they was in the finals when KD did it. Yeah.
Yep. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. And I brung it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you guys seen the memes floating around when before game 7 when they was huddling up in the tunnel or whatnot. You seen his eyes roll in the back of his head, and then when he banged on Jalen, it looked like he just took all his energy away from him, man. And when I seen that stat on X, bro, I was like, what? That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a
crazy stat right there.
That's definitely a crazy stat. Crazy, man. So yeah, I almost forgot about it. I'm glad it just went in line to what we're talking about, man. So he was actually present when all of those players got hurt, including Klay Thompson. That's crazy, man. And which is another one. Hey, fellas, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. Any other thing y'all want to talk about? Hey, football. Our draft is 67 days away.
We gonna blink.
67 days away.
Man.
How y'all feeling?
The pressure.
I gotta get back into the lab. I ain't been brushing up on my fantasy the last couple of weeks, but I'm gonna get back.
Either.
I tell you what, I've been intentionally staying away from it. I'm not gonna do no real mocking until like 2 weeks before the draft. Like real mocking. I've been mocking off and on, just in my spare time, but I'm not even gonna lock in a real because me and Cup was kind of we and Cup text back and forth the other day, and I was telling him like it's so early on in the process right now that I don't want to overdo my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get so many numbers and stats and players and I want to target this dude. Like you get that overload. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of watching highlights from last year, making sure that I don't forget nobody. Making sure that y'all ain't dudes that y'all ain't paying attention to. That's what I'm paying attention to right now. But all that mocking for the fantasy, I can't overload right now
Yeah.
because it pissed me off so bad last year that all the mocking I did didn't my real team PPR and standard. Neither one of those teams was anywhere close to what I was targeting, other than or maybe the first rounder, But that's it. Nothing
Well,
else. Nothing else panned out.
I got a
hey,
strategy I'm trying to use this year, and man, I'm glad revenge season dipped off because I'm not gonna trade at all in standard. I'm only gonna trade in the PPR league. I'm gonna stand pat in standard, and just because I like where I'm at. I'm pick number 7, and I'm just
yeah.
gonna I'm gonna go chalk with my standard league, but I'm open for business in
PPR.
PPR. I'm going for the gusto. I really want that championship in PPR. I came close last year. I did left a bad taste in my mouth. I lost in the by about what 4 or 6 points in the championship game to the champ. But I gotta have it. I gotta accomplish that. So
I think that extra flex spot, man, made it to where like I'm looking at it like, do I really need to trade anything? Like, do I
Right.
really need to trade anything with
there
a
he goes. He's back now.
I heard you. Yeah, I don't even know if I really want to trade. Cause I love that first spot in PPR, especially with that extra flex. Like y'all was saying, man. I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
done
with
did a
the
few
extra
by
flex,
myself.
I'm almost like I told y'all, F a kicker. What I'm
Yeah,
drafting kicker for? So it's like
You
I
you
could
can
just
you can
I could
stream
just
them throughout the year.
I could just feel the extra flex spot, and even if it is towards the end of the draft, and I might get a little pushback. So what? Because I mean,
Do I
somebody
have
gonna pop that we don't know about yet.
I have a question. Will it let you draft like that without getting one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah.
not
I think.
ESPN. That's Sleeper. Sleeper will. I don't know about ESPN.
Yeah, I think it
It,
might make you when you get
Yeah,
down to the last pick, the only
Oh
players you
yeah,
will have to pick
yeah. I
from
think
will be at that
ESPN do that.
position.
Yeah,
I don't know.
ESPN
I'm
do that.
not 100% sure though.
No,
yeah. No.
ESPN do that. ESPN do that.
ESPN do it because somebody last year. I can't think who it was, but somebody didn't draft a defense, and they just went and got one off waivers. They didn't draft a defense. I can't think
So
who it
yeah.
was. It
But
was
if you do,
somebody.
you still gonna have to
Oh
drop
no,
one of
that's
the
because they
players.
traded. You remember how when you trade, it throws like all that it goes out the window because they had less amount of picks than the actual roster
Than the
spots.
actual. Yeah. Yeah.
So he
But
was
I
able to
know.
fill his bench up, but he wasn't able to get no defense for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like y'all said,
Another
man,
thing,
we ain't got
another
that defense
thing,
either.
another thing. That Fab is gonna be in
I
effect.
told you we need to do the IDP, man.
That Fab is
Hey,
gonna be in effect.
yeah, that
Hey,
fab
now that
definitely gonna
now
be in
that
effect.
Travis Hunter's here, man, that IDP looks sweet now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, if he
Hey,
if he
That look,
scores, if he scored, well, you won't get points for like IDP stuff, like you
Yeah, you
know.
will if you use your ID. It depends on
Well,
what
I'm talking
position
about
you
the
put
way
him
we
in.
playing now. Like if you get a pick, you won't get no
Oh
oh
yeah,
points
yeah,
from it. But if you get a
yeah,
pick six, you will get those 6 points from him.
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I really wanna create another league next season, man, with adding that IDP because I know we brushed on it a little bit, and a few players was like, you know what I'm saying, we would do IDP, but like Cup said, like here, if necessary he gets that pick six, he'll get those 6 points, but he's not going to get the interception points and stuff
No.
like that as a defensive player unless you physically have the lead set for IDP. You know what I'm saying? Just like what's his name? Taysom Hill did. He got quarterback points and tight end points. And I remember that game he went off for over 30 some points.
He got
And
like 33.
that
I
it
think
was
he scored
crazy.
every kind of way. He ran one, he threw one, and he
Yep.
caught one.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was definitely crazy. But that It's coming up fast, man. It's definitely coming up fast. It was something else I needed to touch with you guys. We got a brain fog right now. But 67 days away from our draft. Everybody rocking and rolling, getting their payments in, league guys. That's August 8th. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like that's a good stretch out. You know, everybody get their shit situated and stuff like that. Even myself, and go ahead and get them $75 in, especially if you're in both leagues. You know, and on top of that too, you don't have to pay the whole $75 off top. You can put 10 in the pot. You can put 5. That's what I'm doing. It doesn't show as you paid, but it'll be in your league safe account. So when you reach the
Okay.
$75, it'll automatically go to whichever league you put it in. Because I already got $20 in standard, and then I already got $30 in PPR. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just walking it down like that. So just letting y'all know, you don't have to just boom. I got to put this $75 right here and put that $75 at one time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, yeah, man. It's going down, man. Fantasy football, NBA over with, man. I mean, we got baseball right now, but football is right here. It's definitely
Yeah,
right here,
man.
man. I can't wait, man. I definitely can't wait. Training camp about to come around the corner in July. Then August, you already know we're gonna have a Hall of Fame game, and then you got the preseason, the 3 little preseason games that we do have, and then before you know it, man, that first Sunday, right before Labor Day, we drafting. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All day
I
long,
tell you,
you guys know how we do. Go ahead,
I tell you what, if we don't have more than 3 trades, I'm a petition to vote, put a vote in for to take the draft lottery trade off. There's no need to have them if nobody's doing it.
Yeah, but you know that ain't coming right
It's
now.
just
I
yeah,
mean,
it's just
I mean, for
option.
next
yeah,
year, like but I'm thinking closer to
yeah,
the draft, it's gonna get busy.
it
Like
is.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't
so,
know, man. Shoot, I did boy one trade, boy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know,
first
man.
one we I had the
Yeah,
first
I
one.
don't know, man. That's kind of rough, man.
Hey, I'm glad it won't me. Y'all would have called it a crackhead deal.
Hey, but you know
Man,
what's funny about that, and I'll put that in the band chat. If I'm not mistaken, bro, it wasn't a trade like that, but Team Myers did acquire a plethora of fucking mid draft picks last season. You know what I'm
mhm.
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And when especially in standard, it didn't pan out really like I don't think it panned out really like he thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how he was able to get all of those Buccaneer players and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I do remember that he didn't have his first last season either. Like he had a second, I think he had like a third or something like that. And I said the same thing too. I was like, boy, he got a lot of value picks, but when you dealing with a league like us, especially guys that actually know what they're doing, man, shoot, like you got to bring your A game in drafting. You got to.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To Cool's point, what Cool was saying, I was like, yo, I remember overdrafting, thinking like, my mark's gonna go just like me drafting in real time or whatnot like that, and it doesn't do it at all, man. Like you just gotta take your time and do what you do. Gotta take your
Mhm.
time and do what you do, man. Those players fall. That's what it is, for real, man.
I,
But yeah,
I,
man.
I like drafting my guys. I don't care if they
Yeah,
call it a reach. What I want my guys.
yeah. And I
And
feel like it's your
contrary to
team.
popular
You
belief,
should go get
I
them.
offer great deals. Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah,
Now that we don't have Jay Witt in here saying
yeah.
crackhead deals and everybody following down behind it, my deals actually be good deals if you look at
No, they were stepped on. They were stepped on. That
them.
yeah, they were definitely stepped on.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hey, we gotta keep it going, huh?
yeah, they were definitely stepped on. Yeah, but I let it go for a little bit. I let it go for a little bit, but some of them deals were definitely, that blue magic. Yeah, that was, what?
Hey, speaking
Started
of
calling you Flippy Lucas for a little bit.
hey, y'all funny, man. I didn't even know this had happened today. Aaron Rodgers told Pat McAfee that he expects this to be his last season.
Man, don't nobody want to hear from dude,
Oh,
man.
God, dog. I
I
thought
tried
he
to
retired
avoid
already.
that. Man, hey, I swiped right past that. I saw it. I swiped right past this. Man, don't nobody want to hear.
Hey, come on. Hey, Pittsburgh really put their foot in, like, bro, like they buried themselves with this one, yo.
Hey,
They really
Carol, they
did.
should have
Man.
just re-signed Justin Fields, dog.
Man,
I'm
I
telling you,
think
it
this is
kept
gonna
it
be.
kept George Pickens.
Yeah.
Why not?
I actually think this will be Tomlin's first losing season. He's never
very
had a
well
losing season ever, and I
Could
think
very
this
well
is going
be.
to be his first losing season.
He gonna
Yeah,
earn it too.
He sure is.
They
Because I'm
better
like, I
pay.
don't
They
understand, bro.
better
They
pay
should.
their star defensive end. That's what they better do.
TJ.
TJ Watt. They better pay
Yeah.
TJ Watt.
Yeah, gotta pay him, man. But I'm looking at it now, and I mean, like right now, it's so early, bro. Like, even looking at these rankings, like I see Derrick Henry to moved up a few spots. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the running back rankings or whatnot like that. But yeah, man, I can't wait, man. I'm happy as hell. I'm excited as hell. Like I'm geeked, yo. I know I'm running a mock tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it by myself, but we definitely can run some more mocks with us and with the league and doing the show and stuff like that. And then we can do what to do because time flying by. Time is definitely flying by, man. But if y'all ain't got nothing else, man, we can go and get up out of this thing, man, and get ready for next week's show.
Yes, sir.
They need to stop hating on my girl too, man.
Who is
The
that?
LSU queen, man. The Mercedes-Benz queen. You know why they hating on her? They hating on her because she got more money in her outfits than they make in salary from the WNBA. Her outfits cost more than what their salary is for the year, man.
She be so fly too when she walk in the arena. Yeah, I'd be like, man, she killing them, boy, every time.
Who you talking about?
Angel Reese.
The me bound?
Yeah, me bound.
Easy.
Hey, man, that's Chicago, man. She in Chicago. Hey, shout out to
Reese, man.
Shout out to
Listen,
Reese, man.
she got a Reebok deal. She got a McDonald's deal. She got a Mercedes-Benz deal.
You saw the commercial? Swish.
Yep.
Swish.
Angel Reese, man.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
She gonna get her a ring too. I'm telling you. She's definitely
she's gonna get married.
She is, man.
Shout out to
bro. Shout out to Scott,
she gonna get married.
Yeah, she gonna get married.
She gonna get married.
Yeah, she gonna get. That's the ring she gonna get. Yeah.
All Chicago need is to get a point guard, man. They need a guard. They got Cordova down there. They got Les, man. They got Angel Reese. They need a guard. They need a dynamic.
Cold to the mother, ain't she?
Huh?
She is.
We need a point guard. I said, yeah, Caitlin Clark cold to the mother, ain't she?
Yeah,
right. I'm just saying, like, actually, they need her counterpart from LSU, and they need to make back up.
Yeah. Hey, but they said they ain't friends no more. She said they ain't friends no more.
Well, when they get drafted, they'll be friends again. When they drafted, they'll be friends again.
Yeah.
No comment, man. Shout out to the Sky, man. Chicago.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you too, cool, man. I know you were probably trying to catch
Reese,
that game.
Man. She's my favorite player, man, in the W.
Yeah, Angel Reese is definitely doing it, man.
I love Reese, man.
She
hating on her, talking about she ain't got no jumper. She do got a jumper.
Yeah, it's gonna get better too, man. It's gonna develop. It's gonna get way better than what it is. Definitely.
She got a what?
She's ambidextrous.
No, you said she had a what?
Hold on.
You say a jumper.
She do got a jumper. She just stroked the three, man.
Oh, you see one highlight of her head, one shot.
Left.
You didn't even see the stat line.
She probably had. I know she had double-digit rebounds on that stat line.
Yeah, and 7 of them came off her miss at the rim.
Hey,
we can go ahead and get up out of here, man. Y'all ain't finna do that to my girl, man.
If you could jump faster than any other player, I used it to my advantage too.
We can go ahead and get up out of here, man.
Hey, she beats though, boy. Her last game, 19 bounds. Gosh almighty, boy.
And 13 of those were her misses.
Boy.
Hey, nobody talked about Moses Malone when he won rebounding championships doing it.
Oh, don't do that. And this is another episode from MPR Podcast.
Hey, y'all
And
stupid.
we out.
Hey, we out, yo. Love you guys, man.
Salute.
Go